The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. We all woke up to hear the news that there was a military coup and it finally failed. But according to the current report, the military in power in Benin has total control over the presidency. And you know, before you can say that everything is under control and Patrice Talon is still the president, he needs to still have control over the presidency. But according to reports, the President Patrice Talon is hiding in the French embassy, and his wife and children are in Nigeria. According to reports, throughout the night, the military fought back. They didn't sleep. They made sure that they never lose control over the presidency, because that is what gives you the power to say you are the leader of Benin. And the military are saying that they will keep on fighting because they are not ready to allow their nation to go back into poverty, into suffering. And they will make sure that the president, Patrice Talon, that is a puppet, do not have access to the presidency.
It's a powerful failure and an imminent and catastrophic defeat that Mr. Emmanuel Macron comes, still recording with his colleague, Mr. Patrice Talon, and all the CDAO facing the military in power. Ladies and gentlemen, failure is imminent. Then the CMR has just pronounced the military in power finally themselves. Today, December 8, 2025. After the night clashes, after all that took place on the night of the 7th. To the 8, all that took place in the day of themselves. They always say they have control. This is not a state of emergency. They say they have control of the Beninese presidency. Patrice Talon does not control the Beninese presence. He is still wanted at the French embassy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a big revelation. Apart from that, the military in power tell us they destroyed 3 Wispistan elements. I don't know the country myself. I am the Wispistanese. I don't know where they come from. Yes. 3 elements, Wispistan. So there are terrorists that France has committed, supposedly in quotation marks, according to them, saying that these are the forces of the CDA. The CDA's standby forces. Behind this, we have 74 innocent civilians who have been killed, who have been sent to eternal rest. But what worries us? Is it always 17 soldiers? Is it still 17 soldiers who can make such an arm wrestle? Then Macron must understand that they lost the presidency. That's why they are in an actional communication war against the Pan-Africans, the patriots, to be able to find the exits, how to take over the Beninese presidency. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give you the official announcement. I don't make anything here. I don't follow artificial intelligence. I want to see people who come up with bogus comments. Ladies and gentlemen, what does the man tell us about the CMR? The Military Council for the Refoundation. Sit comfortably. Sit comfortably. But I want to see share video conferencing in all possible groups. It's important. I want to see a lot of... I like it allows to secure the video conference. The I like there, it does not give us money any reporting, because there are bitterness that know nothing about metal. Nor on YouTube. They say that in the morning. They gave state of emergency. The 52 million, but it's a waste. It's not lost. It secures the video conference. It shows the opponent that the video is good. People appreciate people like... You understand it upsets any reporting, any threat. That's why we say to share them to better inform. That's the reality then. What are the Military Committee for the Refoundation telling CMR us? Informs national opinion and international that the operations to unseat the prefect of France continued under relentlessly all night. All night. The guys fought all night. Yeah? They say they fought all night, except what they did yesterday. what they did at night. They fought, but they are here. I said it in one of my video conferences, that you can't fight the Beninese. You understand native to Benin. Who masters all the Benin, who masters their land, you get out. You will use a gun target. Then you will go to LA at the slaughterhouse. It's impossible for me. I am sent to a country elsewhere to fight. I do not know the geographical situation of this country because I don't know. I do not master the sector. I'm going to come in, I'm going to be This is what is happening right now. Listen to what they say, ladies and gentlemen, in loss of reference and lacking strategic intelligence. The French armed forces carried out a bombardment on a residential area, causing the tragic deaths of 74 innocent civilians. In their sleep, 74 innocent civilians who were killed. They were asleep at home. It is the CMR which says it. They do not have the helicopters to bomb. And really, it's true. It is France which bombs. It is France which comes to kill the Beninese. But when is that the people of Benin will understand that France must create You will understand we come to destroy your own brothers at home. And then we'll go out there. We told RFI that we said to France, 24, that you stop following the mainstream media. Stop even Ibrahim Traoré, you said that. It's not for nothing to suspend the propaganda media of manipulation. Everything is in their favor. I say everything is in their favor at Burkina Faso. Some mainstream media are suspended. Wayabe is right or not? So he is wrong to hang them. It is wrong to forbid them on its territory. Why? Because he understood the game. And they want to make the Burkina be aware, to understand the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel sorry for you when I see some of the comments. So let's go into the depth. According to the announcement, unlike the manipulations disseminated by some media, to order the presidential palace is under our effective control. The presidential palace, Beninese, is under the control of the RMC of the military, to the power of, what is his name, Tigri? The palace is under his control at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, no share me the video conference, share it as much as possible. So what else are we told, Mr. Patrice? As for him, he took refuge in the French. He took refuge in the French. You know that Patrice Talon is alive? Certainly. It is in the Benin, certainly. But did he tell you where he is? Did Patrice Talon tell you where he is? Because it is a shame for him. People of Benin ask Patrice Hill where he is. Is he in a presidency? No. Is he in his private residence? No, it is where it is in the Benin. We don't say no, but it is where. Why it doesn't reach? To tell you the truth, and you will say no. Patrice Hill has regained control. Everything is fine. It has stabilized. What? That has stabilized when you are not in the presidential palace, when you are not even in your private home, when your wife even is in exile already in Nigeria, with your children. People of Benin ask Patrice Talon, where is he really? Then if it is not within the day of the presidency, know that so far the coup d'etat was consumed yesterday. The coup d'etat there was consummated yesterday. Now they are doing the arm wrestling to dislodge Tigri with SA with his battalion. That's the truth. They do the hands and feet to dislodge him. At the moment it is this fight that you see there, otherwise. The coup was consummated, but they made a mistake. They did not take Patrice Hill. They did not arrest the certain members. This is where they made the mistake, and the worst mistake, I fear, is that they may run out of supply. Supply, I say. This is the big mistake, yes? This is where the film will be played against them. But if they have reserved stocks and are strategists, they know they are military. They know they need supplies, then they will resist. If they put it on their program, military supply, is that they will resist, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go again, and according to the announcement. In addition, three elements, Wiswisbistan. infiltrated by infiltrated, have been captured and are currently in custody for exploits. For Operation ILS captured 3 Wizbistan elements who are currently in custody. The CMR remains determined to restore the sovereignty of the people of Benin and invites the population to remain calm. Victory is in march on the side of the benign. According to the high military authorities, I don't make anything. Don't come and shoot me. It is a truth that the Beninese must accept this. You know, in Africa, it's difficult. There is a minority of people who are of the same ethnicity. There is what we call in Africa the ethnic problem. There is a minority of people who are in the same ethnicity who can never accept the failure of Patrice Talon. It is in all countries. Each ethnic group needs a brother from their village of his mother tongue or father tongue in the presidential chair. And even if you say what, they will never understand in all African countries it exists. We will take the case at home in Côte d'Ivoire, the Chula. They recognize Ouattara no matter what you say. They are with him. You will go maybe to the side. There are people who recognize Baboon.
It is time for the African to fight for our total liberation. It's so heartbreaking that we have people we kept in power in the name of election, because the people that we have are not us that voted for them. People decide who leads the African. As long as you're a puppet and you do their bid, you get the power to control your people so that you will benefit as a politician and they'll all benefit outside of the continent, the colonizers. And some of you who are here and still say you are Pan-Africans and you love some presidents who are democratic and you claim they are Pan-Africans, I just wonder how you understand who a Pan-African is. Like Captain Ibrahim Traore will always tell you, democracy is what they are using to destroy us. The Western media, like they made us believe, is what they are using too. So maybe the military are just waiting for them to know that now everything is under control. Then they come out to announce. Because you, Patrice Talon, cannot claim you are still the president of Benin when you don't control the narrative. The narrative is the presidency. So they said, until Patrice Talon has access to the presidency, he can never claim he is the legitimate president of Benin. And I'm just hoping that this will turn out the way we are all hoping. Because the military are saying they'll continue to fight. And we are hoping that they'll have, you know, Russia, Fatih is here. Because if Madagascar succeeded, Benin must succeed. And we don't want to be hearing failed coups in Africa. If only the coup is genuine. ECOWAS standby force is there to make sure that things stabilize. African Union is having a force, yet look at what is happening in Congo. Look at what is happening in Sudan. Shameless organizations. Nigeria, you have fighter jets, yet your people are dying. Yet your people are crying for Americans to come and set the Nigerians free. Yet children are losing their lives. People cannot go to school. The northern part of Nigeria has become a place that you can't even breathe. And this government, this President Tinubu, with all the praises that he's giving to the military and the Nigerian military, you claim you are military in uniform that can go to other nations to invade them, yet you can't use that same strength to save your people that are running around, crying for help. This is a lesson to us all in Africa. One thing you need to understand as the African is, there is nobody that can come to your aid and set you free. Our leaders are the reason to which we are in this soup. And before you can have total freedom and liberation, you need to fight the leaders. Our strength must be on them. And that is why we are having these coups all over Africa. Because the African is so tired of what is happening to us. And if we don't fight and remove these puppet leaders and we sit there and say that there is nothing we can do and we can only do away with them through the electoral process, forget it. Because that system belongs to the oppressor and they will always know how to play and win us with that system. So, anybody who says, I don't care who becomes the president of Africa, as long as you cannot be a democratic leader in Africa and you will still be allowed to do anything positive in your country. Let's stop dreaming. The only thing that can set us free is a change of governance. The governance system is the problem of the African. And you, the African, you must start understanding that. And we, the youth, that love money, that can go to any land to support these politicians to be destroying our future and our children, we need to wake up. Because that peanut they are giving to you, how long will it last you? But look at what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Generations to come will be set free. That is one thing the African don't always think about. And that is why the oppressor always defeats us, because they are always 100 decades ahead of us. As we are busy thinking of only today and my immediate family, we are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa and in Benin.